Hey guys, it's Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face using only MILANI products. MILANI is one of my favorite brands from the drugstore, so I figured it was time to do a full face using MILANI products. If you're interested in that, keep watching, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. I pulled out all of my MILANI products so that I could do this full face. MILANI has been one of my favorite drugstore brands for a long time, but it used to be really hard to find. Now they sell it at Ulta, they sell it at Target, and then you can also get it at CVS, Walgreens, all of those stores. So I had almost a full face. There were a couple of products that I didn't have, like a primer, I didn't have a setting powder, and I didn't have an eyeliner or a mascara. So these four products are my first impressions. Everything else that I use today I've been using for months and months, and I have a full opinion on. So yeah, let's get into doing my makeup. Starting out, I'm going to use the Prime Perfection Face Primer. This says that it is a hydrating primer. I've actually never used this one. I have swatched it on my hand and it feels really good, but I haven't actually used it on my skin. So I'm just going to take, okay, one thing that I am going to say is the bottle squeezes quite a bit before you get product. So I feel like there's a lot of air in the packaging, but it's just this white consistency. And for hydrating primers, I usually put them all over my skin as opposed to like pore filling primers. I'll just put them right here on the sides of my nose where I have problem areas with my pores. But hydrating ones, I like to just put everywhere. This feels really good on my skin so far. It kind of feels like a gel moisturizer type thing, a little bit more creamy than that. Next up for foundation, I'm going in with the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. The only shade I have right now is 01, which is the lightest shade. It's in Creamy Vanilla. So I am going to mix in a little bit of my NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. I have talked about this product a million times over. It does not change the consistency, the finish, literally anything about the foundation except for the shade. And I ran out of my other shade of the MILANI foundation, which I posted, I believe, in my last empties video. I don't know why I just put this on my left hand. I usually mix it on my right hand because I'm left-handed, so now I feel weird that I have to mix this with my right hand. It's so much harder. Okay, I think that's mixed to the best of my right-handed abilities. So I'm just going to place this all over my face. Oh my gosh, this is so much harder with my right hand. Okay, and then I'm going to blend it out with my EcoTools sponge. This I like to start out with a smaller amount. I only put one pump on my hand and I still have quite a bit left over. And I like to go in with a very, very light layer and then go back over any of the places that I need a little bit of extra coverage. Alright, that is what the foundation looks like. It is a little bit yellow on my skin, but that's okay. Once we have the rest of the products on, it will be just fine. Next, I'm going to go into this powder. It is the Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Face Powder. I just picked this up, and it feels really creamy and nice and soft. When you swatch it, it gives your hand just like the smallest amount of sheen, but nothing like glittery or crazy. So I am going to set all of my makeup with this. I'm using my EcoTools full powder brush, and I'm hoping that this will be able to give me kind of like a nice summer glowy look while also setting my makeup. Okay, my face is completely set, and I feel like it looks really good. It's not too matte, but it's not like, I feel like it's going to stay in place and my oils are going to be in check, which is always a plus. Moving on, I'm going to go into my bronzer. This is the Baked Bronzer in the shade 05 Soleil. This is, oh, okay, this is what it looks like. It does have a brush in its packaging that I've never used underneath. I loved this bronzer, and then over time I felt like the top of it was hardening. I don't know if you guys have ever had powders like that it almost feels like you have to scrape off the surface layer. So anyway, somebody left, actually a couple people left a comment in one of my latest videos, and they said that you can just use Scotch tape, so I looked it up and you can. I don't know how I had never heard that before. But basically you just put Scotch tape on the top of it, use your nail to make sure that it really gets in there and peel, and then you just peel the top layer off. I did that today, so I have not used it since I did that. It looks better. So we will see if it actually did work. And I was researching, and that the reason that your powders harden is because you have oils on your face, so your brush will get your oils, then you pick up the powder and you're putting the oils into your product. And so it's actually kind of gross, but I'm hoping that this trick will work. Oh my god, okay, it does work because this is, oh my gosh. I'm used to having to dig into this product to get any payoff. Needless to say, this trick works. Be careful if you do it. Okay, I'm gonna have to blend that out majorly. I do really love this bronzer. I was not expecting to have that kind of product or color payoff. Don't mind me while I blend this out for the next 5 years. I've mentioned this before, but one of my tricks to kind of blend something out if you have too much product is to go in with a translucent powder, pick some of that up, and then just put it on top. And it kind of acts as like a makeup eraser. And so I'm just gonna blend that, and then when I set my face, I will blend it out again, and I think it is gonna look just fine. So needless to say, that Scotch tape trick definitely works. I am so glad that somebody told me that because I had no idea, and I was ready to throw this bronzer out. And I really like this. This is not a shade that you would want to contour with. It's more of a bronze up and like kind of warm up your skin. It gives you a nice look like you just got back from the beach, but it's not cool toned enough, and it's also not matte. It has a bit of a sheen, so you would not want to contour with this, but I just think it gives you the nicest like sun-kissed look. The only item I don't have from Milani is an eyeshadow, which if you guys follow me, you know that I don't wear eyeshadow all the time. A lot of times I will just go in with my bronzer and just a fluffy brush and throw it into the crease. So that's what I'm going to do today. This is kind of like my everyday look anyway, so I figured I may as well just do that since I don't have an eyeshadow. So I'm just taking it on a fluffy brush, and then I will just put this in the crease. This just adds a little bit of dimension to your eyes without kind of like the hassle of eyeshadow. And it also, I like that it's so easy to blend out because it's a face product and it matches your bronzer, so it kind of just brings your look together. Next up, I'm going to give this product another try. I bought it about a year ago. I've used it twice and I just do not understand it. So it is the Illuminating Face Powder, and it almost looks like a bronzer, kind of like a blush. Part of it looks like it could be a highlight. It's just very confusing. This is in the shade 02 Hermosa Rose, and it says it's an ultra smooth highlighter, bronzer, and blush, which is very confusing to me because I don't know how to categorize it. So I'm just gonna go in with my Eco Tools sheer powder brush, and I'm just kind of swirling all the colors, and I'm just gonna use it kind of like as all of those things, just kind of like on my cheeks, to see if it will add like a sheen or... Honestly, I don't see anything. Okay, I don't know if that actually did anything. It doesn't really look any different in person, so I'm just going to move on. So for blush, I have a few blushes from Milani. This is Luminosa, which is such a popular blush. I love this. This is one of their baked blushes, and it's this nice like peachy tone, and it's just glowy and peachy and gorgeous for summer. And then I have this one, which is a powder blush in the shade 08 Tea Rose, and it's this pink shade. It's that right there. To a point, I just kind of feel like all pink blushes look the same. Obviously not all of them, but I just, like, that's a blush that I feel like I have a couple of different brands that are pretty similar to that. And then when I was picking up the last couple of products I needed for this video, I saw this one, which is another one of those rose powder blushes. And this is in the shade 01 Romantic Rose. So I haven't opened this one yet, but this one looks like it's right up my alley. It's like very neutral looking, which I'm all about. It's just so pretty. It's like you don't want to swatch it and ruin it, but this is like a very neutral shade, which is what I like. So I'm gonna use this one today. I'm going in with my Morphe E4 per usual, and I'm just going to tap off the excess. Okay, that is so pretty. I love this. This might be my favorite Milani blush that I have used. I really like the formula. I've already used the formula before. I just didn't have another shade besides that pinky one. But this is like everything I love in a blush. I love having a little bit of a pop of color, but not having it be like rosy. In the viewfinder, it looks a little bit dramatic, but in person it doesn't look bad. I am going to blend it out after I finish my face makeup though, which this is the highlight I'm going to use. This is one of their instant glow powders in the shade 02 Day Glow. I love the textures that they put into their powders. So I'm just gonna go in with my Luxie brush and just put this on the high points of my cheekbones. I just think that this highlight is so pretty, and it has the like consistency and formula of a high-end highlight. It is just stunning. I cannot get enough of it. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and go down the center of my nose, and then just a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Now that I'm done with my face makeup, I'm going to set everything using my Make It Last setting spray. This is my, I think, third bottle of this. I really love this stuff. And I'm going to take my EcoTool sponge and just blend everything back out. Like I said earlier when I did the bronzer, this is a good way to kind of blend anything out if you have too much product somewhere and you just kind of want it to melt into your skin. Putting setting spray and blending it out with a sponge can really, really, really help. I'm feeling very bronzed and glowy at this point, which I really like. I am going to go in with the clear brow gel. I need to grab another one of these, but you guys probably already know that I don't usually fill in my brows, so I'll just set them with a clear brow gel. Okay, and then I actually didn't have any eye products from Milani, which was, I don't know, so weird. I guess it's just not really what they're known for. So I picked up two products. I picked up the Eye Tech Extreme. This is the felt tip liquid liner in Blackest Black. And then I picked up this mascara. It is the Maximum Volume mascara. It just says big and bigger lashes. So we will see how both of these work out. I feel like eyeliner and mascara are two products that the drugstore does really well, so I'm hopeful for these. And I actually almost forgot, I did have this, I mean I still have it. It is the Eye Tech liquid liner in black, and this one you shake up, but I felt like it was very, almost like watery. Like it's not all the way black. It definitely looks black, but it's like it's not fully opaque. And so I stopped using it. So let's see how this one works. This one, you can't hear anything. You can't shake it or anything. Whoa. Okay, that one is way blacker. So I'm just going to follow the natural curve of my eye. And I usually start at like 3/4 of the way in. I don't go all the way to my inner corner. Okay, already I'm going to say that this is not my favorite. The formula feels good, but the applicator is very stiff. So you have to be really precise with where you want to place the eyeliner. It doesn't really give you any give. Okay, I'm not totally happy with how they turned out, but I was losing my patience because that applicator is just a little bit hard to work with in my opinion. Okay, so next is the mascara. I'm just gonna let the liner dry for a second before I go in with the mascara. Okay, this is really thick packaging. Let's see. Oh, this is such a bizarre wand. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it did show the wand right here, but it looks like it doesn't have bristles at all on this side. It's only like 3/4 of the way around, and then the tip of it is very interesting. we will see. This is just so weird. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes and then I will be right back. Okay, so I guess I'm going to use the main part on a side that has bristles. And then I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this tip. To be honest, this feels kind of gimmicky. And it makes me realize why I've never had a MILANI mascara before. Okay, that I feel like looks terrible. Okay, I'm gonna do what I do with every single mascara I try. I'm going to let it dry. I'll do a second coat and then I will make my final decision about it. I'm gonna try to be open-minded. Maybe the second coat will change my mind. I'm doubtful, but maybe. While I'm waiting for my first coat of mascara to dry, I'm just gonna do my lips. So I have these glosses and I love them, but I don't know if they still have them. These are the, actually this isn't. This is the Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss. Love these. And then this is an Amore Matte Lip Cream. And this is the Amore Shine Liquid Lip Color. So this is in the shade Adorable. This is the matte lip cream. These smell like cake too. And then this is in the shade Enchanting 10. And this is the Shine. I actually think that I am going to put them on top of each other because the matte one is a little bit cooler and deeper than I like, and the Shine one is a little bit pinker than I like. So I'm just gonna make my own concoction. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a second before I put on the pink Shine gloss lipstick. Okay, so we are going to try coat number 2 for mascara and see if it does anything. Okay, this I feel like doesn't lengthen at all and it's making my lashes super, super clumpy. Which I get that it's supposed to be volumizing, but I don't think that that should mean it has to be clumpy. It is 2018. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, but the difference in the two is just, I'm just not impressed. We have so many options now and there's just no excuse for a bad mascara, in my opinion. Okay, so this is what that matte lip color looks like alone. I'm just gonna go on top of it with that Shine lip color. This applicator has a little bit of a step right here. It just like indents for your lip, which is really, makes it really easy to apply. Okay, that still made it too pink for me. I am going to go back in with that liquid lip color and just put a little bit of it on top and just see what happens. Okay, so that is the final look. All right, this is the completed makeup look. I really like how it turned out. There's certain products that I like more than other products. So let's go through really quickly a recap of the products that I used and my thoughts on them. First up is the primer, the Prime Perfection. I really liked this. It was hydrating. It felt nice on my skin. Everything laid over it very nicely, so I do recommend this. I really liked it. Next is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer. I love this stuff. I've gone through an entire bottle of it. I am in love with it. I use it all the time. I tried out this, which is the Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. I really liked this. I thought that it set my makeup really, really nicely, and it feels so creamy and buttery. I like that it gave my skin a little bit of a sheen while still kind of setting down my makeup and mattifying it, even though that doesn't really make sense. It's mattifying, but it's also illuminating. It just, I could tell that my makeup was set and wasn't going to go anywhere, but it also gave my skin a really nice summer glow. I gave this product another chance. It is the Illuminating Face Powder in 02 Hermosa Rose. Nope, just don't get it. I don't understand what this product is supposed to do, but whatever it is, I don't feel like it's doing anything for me, so this is a total pass on this product for me. Then I went in with bronzer, the Baked Bronzer in 05 Soleil. I did the Scotch tape trick. I totally love this bronzer. Again, I'm so happy I found out about that trick because it totally gave new life to this bronzer. I just think this gives you such a nice summer glow, and it's definitely not matte. Don't use it to contour or anything, but I think it just gives you a nice, like, I just came from the beach look. The 3 blushes that I have, I love all 3 of these. The 08 Tea Rose, this is a really nice everyday pink kind of a shade. I love the Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is like a cult classic blush. I feel like everyone has this blush, and for good reason. It is just such a pretty blush. And then the one that I used today in Romantic Rose, I'm pretty sure this might be my everyday blush now. I just love the neutral color. I think that it looks so good, and it's gonna look great when I'm tan as well. I just love a neutral shade for everyday. This highlight I am obsessed with. This is one of my very favorite products from Milani. I think this is so pretty. It's in Day Glow. It's just like the most gorgeous highlight, and it is shocking to me that you can get this quality from the drugstore. It blows my mind. I use this all the time, so I highly recommend trying out their highlights. The setting spray, love. I've been using this for a long time. This is, I think, my 3rd bottle. Can't get enough of it. Highly recommend trying it out if you are in need of a setting spray. The brow setting gel is pretty good. There are ones that I've used that will make my brows stick better, but they do feel stiffer. This one feels flexible, and it is kind of like a flexible hold. Like, I think that if I took a shirt on and off and it messed with my brows would move. They're not just like stuck in place all day, but this is good for just like an everyday basis. The eyeliners I'm disappointed with. This is the old one. I don't even know if they have this one anymore, but if they do, don't buy it. And then this one is the iTech Extreme Liquid Liner. I just thought that it was too stiff, so it was really hard to maneuver, and I would like to think I'm pretty good at eyeliner, and I still just couldn't get it, I don't know, to look even and good at all. For mascara, the Big and Bigger Lashes Maximum Volume Mascara, just don't buy this. It is not worth it. It's terrible. I feel like it made my lashes look awful, and my lashes usually look pretty decent, I think, so I just, And then their lippies, I love their glosses. The ones that I have on today, this Amore Matte, I like it, but it's just too dark and cool tone for me. And then the Amore Shine is too pink for me. I like the formula of both of them though, and I actually like the formula of them together. So if you find a color that you really like in this, I would recommend these. Alrighty guys, that is everything for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite Milani product is. If there's a brand that you want me to do this video on next, let me know, or let me know what your favorite drugstore brand is. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!